Hey guys.
Hi, it's Tom Tucker with Channel 5 News. And now on to Trisha Takanawa. I always wanted to say that. That's like, Trisha Takanawa is my favorite field reporter. But that's not why we're here today, by the way. I just always wanted to say that.
And there's also the episode where they're all British. And
I saw that.
And it's not Trisha Takanawa, Asian reporter, it's Indian reporter Trisha Dasgupta. Oh my golly, there is so much commotion.
By the way, that's not racist.
No.
No, he's half Indian. And by Indian, I don't mean Native American. I mean Indian from India. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, his mother is Indian and I'm Portuguese, so he's 50-50. He's like, he's got the best of both worlds. I hope he's got the best of both worlds. Sometimes I think you got the worst of both. But, that's just me. Anyways, before we talk about the video, that thing is funny. That whole Family Guy thing is funny because I think what they're trying to say is that there's a lot of Asians in America, so that's why the reporter's Asian. And in England, they have a lot of Indian people, so that's why the field reporter is Indian. So they're playing on the stereotypes.
Yeah.
Anyways, we were not going to do this video today. My plan today was to check out the brand new video from Disturbed, so that has to be moved to next week. We will check Disturbed next week because I'm a media partner of Nuclear Blast. And I get all the media releases, I get the albums, I get all that stuff. And I got an email saying that Floor has a new side Floor from Nightwish has a new side project called Northward. They have an album coming out, and they released a video. So I was like, okay, hold the presses. Let's move all the other bands out of the way. There's no way we're going to check any other video today but this. Because she takes precedent as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. She's in Nightwish. And she's like part Sabatonian. So like those two things together, on the negative side, she does wear quicker boots.
Yeah.
That's a small
negative.
Small negative. But there's no way we could pass an opportunity to check out her new project, right?
Yeah.
So Northward, While Love Died, sounds good. Sounds good. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this.
Sometimes really break things up. I love you, I hate you, and I can't decide what feels better when darkness has devoured light. But I fail to believe this is awesome. Yeah, when it's black, when I see it now it's black. This strange point of view breaks me down. A blinded hate burns within your soul. Smiling and you're doing fine. You can charm and love, make me remember why. But that could be if I say to get to what you need. When you love, find your rage in your face like a mask. Eyes filled with fires in the burn me down. As a dark opponent to ya. Smiles, yeah, I'm scared. In fear and rage you turn away. I've seen too much of this in all your games. I've had too much, I had to let you go.
before we talk about the music,
It's so different.
okay, don't say anything. Before we talk about the music, let me say this: the second shot of Floor was her boots, and they were not quickie boots.
No.
So it's almost like the people who made the video read my mind.
Yeah.
And she
I
didn't
watched the video.
or watched the video. So she didn't wear, or she watched the video and she didn't wear any quickie boots in this video. But it was just funny that the second shot of her is her feet, and it's not quickie boots.
Yeah.
That's part number one. Part number two, I didn't know Tony Hawk played guitar. What the fuck, man? Like, since
I
when
like
did
the
he?
shirt. It's Motorhead.
Yeah.
England.
I like the shirt as well. But I was like, what the hell? Since when did Tony Hawk give up skateboarding and dedicated himself to guitar playing? Good on him. Good on Tony Hawk. Good on old Tony Hawk. Oh, way to go. No backflips and no fake to fake reverse 360s or whatever. I don't know. I'm just rambling like skateboard moves. I don't know. Anyways, enough of that nonsense. Now about the song.
It's so different.
I was not expecting this at all. Very different from Nightwish. Very different from anything I've seen from her. I was not expecting this.
It's like a rock song.
Yeah, it's like a hard rock song, like a rock and roll song. Let me ask you this: did this remind you of Hailstorm?
Yeah. Female vocals, hard
The only
rock
difference
type
is-
of song.
Lizzie Hale, she plays guitar, so and she sings. But didn't it kind of remind you of Hailstorm a little bit? Same vibe, female singing, rock and roll, like badass rock and roll song, like nothing fancy, just a badass rock and roll song.
Yeah.
As the song carried on, I was like, wow. First of all,
I wasn't expecting this though. I was expecting like something kind of like Nightwish, but like hit us with a hard rock song.
honestly, I didn't know anything about this project at all. So like, I went going in thinking perhaps maybe not like Nightwish, but I
But a
thought
little
something
bit.
more like in those lines. So this to me was a complete surprise. But the more I listened to the song, the more I liked it. It reminded me of Hailstorm. I like Hailstorm. The metal world needs like kick-ass women that put out like badass rock and roll music. Nothing too fancy, just badass rock and roll music that you can listen in the car when you're going somewhere, or you can have it
Gets
at a
you hyped
party.
up.
Gets you hyped up, you know. So I really enjoyed it. It reminded me of Hailstorm. Two things I have to say. I really like her voice in this song. It just shows the quality of a singer that she is.
Yeah.
That she can sing in Nightwish, sound incredible. And then
Those
she can
angelic
do
vocals, and then here.
and then she can do the more stripped down rock and roll, badass leather wearing boot fucking. No, not I shouldn't say boot fuck me boots wearing. Whatever. You guys know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just badass rock and roll chick that just, you know, takes no prisoners. So I really like that. But, you know, I would be a douchebag if I didn't mention the guitar player, because he was badass.
Is that the only two? Are they the only
I think
two
it's
in
the only
band?
two of them in the band. Yeah, they must have some session players to do the drumming and the bass, but it's only the two of them.
Wow.
The guitar solo was badass. I really enjoyed the solo. I enjoyed the energy that he gave.
He looked so into it.
Yeah,
and he was like, oh,
that's what I'm saying. He looked like the energy that he lended to the solo came across in the video. I liked also his style, like very like just wearing a Motorhead shirt, just
With
very
a Gibson.
stripped down and just ripping it up and really.
I like the end of the solo though, where he took the thing where it changes.
Yeah, and he was just wah, 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 wah.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool. I like that too. I honestly liked his performance, his guitar playing. I like this pure, stripped down rock and roll.
Yeah.
There's
It
nothing.
will always have a place in my heart.
I like it. It's just, to me, it screams badass.
Yeah.
It screams rebel. It screams against the system. It screams rebellious youth. Like, it's just, I love it. I love it. So I really like this. And now my curiosity is at an all-time high to see what the rest of the album is going to sound like.
Yeah.
I really like this. It's so different from her. I really like the rock and roll vibe. I like the song. I like the guitar playing. And I like her vocals. Her vocals were really, really good in this song. And then I like the fact they kind of remind me of Hailstorm.
So, obviously if they do a tour,
I don't think they're going to do it.
I hope they do.
I think this is one of those side projects. They'll release an album. They may do a show here and there. I don't see them going on a tour. I could be wrong. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't see that happening. She's going to be really busy with Nightwish because they're going to be recording an album towards the end of the year. And then obviously once the album comes out, they're going to be touring. So I don't see her having time
Yeah.
to go on a tour, to do tours. They may do some selected shows here and there, but not. I don't see them doing a tour. But I would like to see, perhaps if Nightwish goes on a tour. No, that would be too much for this to be the opening band. Like she would have to sing 2 sets. That's like
Or in the
that's
Nightwish
insane.
in the Nightwish thing, they pick 2 songs from this.
No,
Then
that,
have they
I
got-
don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. Not gonna happen.
That's sad.
It's not gonna happen. But I'm excited about the album
Yeah.
because I really want to see what the rest of the songs are going to be like. I'm sure it's going to be this rock and roll vibe.
Then again, I wouldn't see, Children of Bodom doing a hard rock album. But I don't think I could see, before this, I don't think I could have seen Flora.
Pictured her
Yeah.
doing more like a stripped down rock and roll
Yeah.
song. Yeah, like going in, I didn't know what to expect, but this is not. I didn't know what to expect, but this was not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense? Like, I didn't have any expectations, but if you asked me at gunpoint, what do you think the song is going to be like? This was not going to be the
No.
answer that I would give you, like for sure. But having said that, it was a badass of a song.
Yeah.
It was really good. Really liked it. All right, guys, this is it for today. Tomorrow is Sunday. Tomorrow is Finish Sunday. So expect.
Until Wintersun comes back, finish Sundays.
Yes, and tomorrow is not Nightwish because we did Nightwish last week.
Yeah.
But tomorrow is another band from Finland that we've been getting a lot of requests. We've done them once before on the channel, and this is going to be the second time that we check out one of their videos. Is their latest video.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way: last time we check out these guys, Mustard was involved. That's all I'm going to say.
Also, if you want to see a
Oh, I almost forgot. For those of you on Patreon, we've uploaded a very special reaction video on Patreon that involves some anal.
Natharak.
Yes, and 2 of our cousins. It was their first time experiencing anal.
Natharak.
So I highly recommend for all of you that are on Patreon, go check out that video on Patreon. It's only available on Patreon. For those of you that haven't signed up on Patreon, I highly recommend you do, because we're putting out specific content just for Patreon every week. So we used to do 2 double headers a week. Now we do 1 double header. The second double header, that video is on Patreon. All right, so that's today. Go check out that anal
Natharak.
video on Patreon. See you guys.
See ya.